back in, fit and ready to go?
Yeah, I dare say he'll be playing. Yeah.
And how do you go about fitting Matt Short into this lineup? You've obviously got a lot of all-rounders, bat all the way through to sort of 9 and 10. Where's he sort of fit into the lineup?
Yeah, look, if he plays, it'll be at the top of the order. He's had an incredible sort of 18 months, and we see him as a really talented cricketer. So it's exciting to have him back.
Is it fair to say that this is two teams in T20 transition? Do you feel going into this series, England are remodelling their side as well?
Yeah, I think the England side is not really for me to comment on. I don't see this as a transition period for us. We've certainly got guys that are missing this tour and some young guys that are getting opportunity. But I don't necessarily see this as a transitional period for us.
And how much preparation did you get in Scotland? How do you feel that went in terms of preparing for this series?
Yeah, look, we had a great week up in Scotland. It was a real privilege to go there as the Australian cricket team. It's been a long time. I thought we played some really good cricket, and we're certainly ready to go for this series.
Would you like to tour there more often?
Yeah, great golf courses. I'd definitely get up there. And the cricket was great.
And in terms of what to expect from England, no Joss Buttler, there's a few new faces, 3 debutants from them. What are you expecting?
I think it's Australia versus England, so it's always a fierce battle. Hopefully both teams can entertain the people watching, and we've got a lot of respect for them, so it's going to be an exciting series. Yeah,
how is that rivalry? Does it still get you excited, the England-Australia rivalry?
Absolutely, yeah. I think any time you play, no matter what format, they're our oldest rivals, and we love coming here. The reception we get as the Australian cricket team is always a good one, and as I said, we're very excited to start this series.
And England are already thinking about the Ashes down under. They've talked about it openly that they're preparing for that. How does that fit in with your thinking? Is it strange that they're putting so much emphasis on it already?
I mean, for me personally, that's a long way away. But I think every team prepares for the big series a long way out. So for me, I guess this week especially is about focusing on us.
Thank you.
Hi Mitch, from the outside, what do you make of the appointment of Brendan McCullum as a white ball coach?
Yeah, I imagine it's pretty exciting for the England white ball setup. He's obviously done a great job with their test team, and he's a good man, so he's someone that you'd want leading your country.
What would you expect from England now that he's coach?
Sorry?
What would you expect from the England side now that he's a white ball coach as well?
I guess that's probably on them and as to how they play, but I think historically, over the last few years especially, they've always played an attacking game of cricket, and they've set the bar pretty high for themselves over this last little period of time. So we know they're a very good white ball team, and Brendan McCullum will add a lot of value to that.
Hi Mitch, you're coming to us at the end of our season when the pitches will be a bit tired and the weather's not amazing, so I'm not expecting bouncy, fast pitches. Does that affect how you will play and how you will pick the balance of your side?
Good question. I think for us it's just about assessing what conditions they come up with and what we're faced with out in the middle, and playing it live. We play in all different conditions around the world, so we've got guys that have had experience in those, and a few guys that have played here a lot, so we'll use those experiences to hopefully help us.
Mitch, are you a bowling option on this tour?
That is a great question. Potentially.
What does that depend on?
Sort of just building. I don't tend to bowl myself too much, is the honest answer. So, and we're lucky that we've got plenty of bowling options within our team. So, we'll see how we go.
You mentioned the bowling options, and you obviously have a lot of all-rounders in the squad. Do you feel that having those multi-skilled players is a real strength of this team? And could you just explain, sort of as captain, how useful it is to have those options?
Yeah, I think it's been a real trend of all T20 teams over the last little period of time is the more options you can have from a bowling perspective as a captain and as a team, it's really beneficial bouncing in and out of different bowling options. So I think the more we can develop our young all-rounders and give guys like Aaron Hardy and Cameron Green more opportunity at this level, the better it'll be for us.
And could I just ask you to reflect on the T20 World Cup that went in June? I guess it was obviously a really strange couple of days, and last day in particular, sort of real anticlimax with watching that game up late in St Lucia. Could you just reflect on that and sort of what you feel as captain sort of heading forward to 26? Has the way that ended sort of made you more keen to stay on and have some success in 26?
Yeah, it certainly feels like a lifetime ago now, that T20 World Cup. I mean, yeah, it was just disappointment. We went there with the hope of winning it like every other team did. And unfortunately, we didn't play our best cricket at the right time, and in tournament play, that's what you rely on. So it was disappointing. Yeah, there's a lot of cricket to be played between now and the World Cup, but hopefully I'm there.
Mitch, just picking up on what your answer to Matt there. In terms of the bowling, is that sort of with an eye for yourself personally, sort of building towards the home summer? 5 tests against India is a pretty big summer coming up.
That also feels like a long time away. Yeah, my bowling's online. Whether or not I bowl or not, we'll wait and see. As I said, we've got heaps of options, so I'm always building something.
Hey Mitch, how excited are you by Jake Fraser-McGurk? Obviously played well, came in for his T20 debut in Scotland. How excited are you by his ceiling, I guess?
Yeah, look, it's been spoken about a lot in recent times, but we know he's an exciting talent and he's got a big future. So I love what he's brought to our team, both on the field and off the field so far. He's a ripping young kid, and he's going to learn a lot by being around this environment. So it's certainly great to have him around.
Are you conscious not to put too much pressure on him too soon?
Yeah, I mean, from our end and from within our team environment, there's no pressure on Jake to do anything, and he doesn't need to prove to anyone that he's good enough for this level. He's picked here for a reason, and international cricket's hard enough without putting pressure on people. So I want him to enjoy it, learn as much as he can, and take every opportunity in his stride.
Just finally, how disappointed are you not to have Spencer Johnson for injury? Obviously, we've seen what he didn't do in the 100 here in England, so him in English conditions would have been a real handful.
Yeah, look, he's another exciting prospect for us. Injuries happen, especially with fast bowlers and someone that bowls like him, but we'll hopefully have him back at some stage throughout our summer.